Hello everyone, and welcome to a bit of an impromptu video we weren't originally going to make. We wanted to look back a bit at Jurassic June, which was the event we did here on the channel this past month, where we played through dinosaur video games almost every day, and for the most part it was a lot of fun, but it didn't go entirely as planned. And that's what we want to talk about now, as sort of a review of what went down, so to say. So first off, we want to say that this was a mostly quite popular set of streams we had. We played through a bunch of Jurassic Park games, a bunch of Turok games, and other some indie games and stuff like that. And it was mostly a lot of fun. It was something that we're glad we did, but it's also no surprise to anyone who watched the streams that things kinda didn't go as we originally planned them to go. There were games that were cut early on. If you watch the start of the month, we talk about Dino Crisis 2. We talk about a fighting game special. We talk about having more indie games, park builders on there. This didn't happen. It just didn't happen. And the reason for that is very basic. This month, this set of streams took a lot more out of us than we expected in what was already a very, very, very draining month. And we'll get into a little bit why it was so draining in a bit. But basically, we want to start by saying we're sorry. Because by the end of the month, by the end of the streams, we were tired. We were notably frustrated and upset, and it made for worse streams. And that's no way for any streamer to do their job, you know? Still, we're proud of what we did this month overall. We're very happy with most of the videos we put out, or streams we put out, and if nothing else, we take the experience as a learning. We take it as a learning experience for how to approach month-long stream events in the future. It wasn't the first time we did this, but it was the first time in 3 years. And 3 years ago when we did it, we didn't have a job at the same time. We didn't have a day job at the same time, which we now did. And that's kind of the first hurdle that got in the way. Because we've been working daytime. Then we've gone home, streamed. Then we got a little bit of sleep. And then back to working daytime, streaming. A little bit of sleep. And that's been the cycle on the good days. And some days we haven't even had that as an available option. We have had very little sleep, even by our own standards. We had very little free time. We've had very little time to relax. We took some days off of streaming where we saw our partner, or we worked on at the volunteer places that we work at. But overall, we've been mostly streaming. And it made for a very hectic experience for us that ultimately led to our poor performance in the last few streams. And that sucks. We've also, of course, we recently came out of surgery and we've been recovering from that. We are, on paper, fully recovered right now. 8 weeks has passed. But it is still quite a lot to deal with, both physically and mentally. And we're also off our meds at the moment. Our anti-anxiety, depression, and ADHD meds. Because we were taking off of those meds during our recovery from the surgery so that they wouldn't get in the way. We haven't been put back on them yet, which probably meant it wasn't the best time to try to do a month-long streaming thing, because that has also been a factor in why we've been as drained as we have been. Of course, the worst of it came in what was going to be the finale stream. If you don't know, the stream is no longer available. The end to this entire month was going to be us trying to get back our world record in the Wii version of Jurassic the Hunted, which was a world record we claimed 3 years ago that recently got taken away from us. And the plan was that throughout the month we would practice the game, and then we would do a big final stream where we just like do runs through the game to try and beat the world record. It would be fun. It was going to be like a reward at the end of like playing all of these various games. We didn't have any time to practice at all. We also had it scheduled after a work day that was like a late work day where we closed up shop, and we had to like do some Final Fantasy. We didn't have to, but we wanted to do some Final Fantasy stuff with our friends because we do that on Wednesdays. And after that, at like 1 AM, we started the speedrun stream, which we hadn't practiced for, and it was just chaos. It was terrible, we were frustrated, we were angry, it wasn't fun for anyone. We ended up cutting the stream short and, you know, deleting all the links to it and unlisting the stream. Because it just wasn't something we were proud of, and we didn't want it up. And at that point we realized, yeah, we're gonna have to talk about this because this is bad. You know, that was bad. As we said, we take it as a learning experience. Moving forward, we know what not to do and how to approach it better. We also know how not to put too much on our plate, especially not when we're unmedicated. As we said, overall, we're very proud of what we did. We had a lot of fun. The Lost Eden stream was a lot of fun. The Dinotopia streams were fun. Trespasser is always fun. We love Trespasser. There was some new games that we hadn't played before. That was a lot of fun as well. Fossil Fuel was a fun stream. Oakwood was a very fun stream. The Jurassic Park Sega CD game was really fun. And while the game was bad, it was really fun doing Jurassic Park the game, the Telltale game. That was a fun stream. So like there were some solid highlights throughout the month for us at least. Even if the stuff towards the end got a bit unfortunate. But yeah, we wanted to say that we wanted to make this video looking back at it, thinking about it, talking about it, and to both explain why there's no real big finale anymore in the playlist or anything like that, and also just acknowledge that yeah, we're aware of how we came across in the last few streams. We were tired, we were more frustrated, and we're sorry about that. Moving forward though, we have a lot of fun things planned, including more dinosaur games. We're gonna play stuff like the Xbox Dinotopia game, for example. That's gonna be fun, hopefully. But it's gonna be different. We're not gonna do games that we've been doing in June. Instead, we're gonna take a short break now. Just play some Dawn Trail on our own. Dawn Trail, the new Final Fantasy expansions, coming out in an hour, and that's gonna be our focus for a few days. Then we're gonna probably maybe do the Alan Wake DLC, something like that. But it'll be back to more normal streams, 1 or 2 streams a week maybe at the start. And when we do our next big streaming event, we will make sure to be doing it under less draining circumstances. And thank you so much for watching. By the way, can we just say we're very happy with how the layout turned out this year. Like the rocky wall with the lesbian colors and the the flame particles, the like sort of like the flora, that like the foliage that like comes in during the cutaway screen. We did the very last minute. We got the inspiration for it very last minute, and we're very happy that it actually turned out good. So we're glad that we actually took the time to do that before our first stream, because before that it was just we were just gonna use our normal stream layout, which we also like, but like this one, we really like it. Anyway, yeah. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Love you all, and we do want to give a special thank you to our wonderful supporters. That fade does not work as it's supposed to. OBS, come on. Allison, Anna, Bean, Emily, Garden, Haruhasa, James M, Jules, Hit Stubs, Blues Queen, Martin W, Michael Rosenblum, Moto, Rain, Rum Ray, Sad Game Music, Shadow Winchester, Sean Peterson, Spiderable News, and the Coyote, who have been our wonderful supporters this past month on Patreon, Ko-fi, and PayPal. If you want to support us on there, and if you feel like you can afford it, we have links in the description. Any amount you give gets your name here in the credits for the month, and it's always appreciated. If you can't, that's fully understandable. Do not feel pressured to do so. Again, we love you all. Take care. See ya. And sorry once again for the tumultuous streams we had towards the end of June.